Hey guys, welcome to another speed build. This one is going to be short and sweet. It is for a house that I plan on playing in my game. When I build a house for my actual gameplay, I don't go too overboard with clutter, it just simplifies the gameplay. But this was inspired by an area in North Oregon that I was at this past weekend. My partner and I went to his cousin's wedding, and it is an area that is just full of farmland, and it's sort of the perfect old meets new. So you have these old style barns that have just been turned into houses, or they're still kept as barns. You have new, like, family style homes. You have, like, his family has a cabin that they have kept up from the early 1900s. They've just sort of updated as needed, and of course, like I said, farmlands everywhere. And in this area, there are, of course, apple trees, because high Oregon-Washington border, but then you get potatoes, and like his family does wheat. So there's no wheat in the game, so I decided to do apple trees, some potatoes, and then I did a basil, I think I went with, because also in this area, I don't know why I never knew this, but like my brain didn't put two and two together, but there are spice farms. Um, we drove past a mint farm when I first got out here, and it like blew my mind. Like I said, I know that spices are grown, but I never was like, oh, there are farms dedicated to growing spices. So that was kind of interesting to me. And so another thing that I've seen in the area is farmers will rent out or sell off a crop to the local, um, like the state or whatever, the electric facility company. And like my partner's family has windmills on some of their farm. And then I saw this past weekend a full crop circle with just the solar panels in it. So I thought that was really cool. So I decided to incorporate that into this build as well. As you can see, I added some of the debug items as well on top of using the actual gardening things that your Sims can interact with. And then this is actually my second attempt at doing this. I had tried this before, and when I exited the game and came back in, all the terrain paint was gone, and I was so frustrated. So me being stupid decided to do terrain paint again. On the uploaded gallery version, at least from my end, it is not showing any of the terrain paint that I did here. I know that that's a common glitch others have talked about before. I'm not sure why it happens. I'm not sure if it is just on the user side or if the terrain paint actually does just fully disappear. I don't know if there's a way around it. If you do, please let me know, because it's incredibly frustrating, especially for builds like this where the terrain paint is such an important part, at least it's aesthetically, for the build. I really wish that it didn't just fully disappear when I exited out of the game and went back in. But it is what it is, I guess. That's just another glitch we have to work around. And on the solar panel farm, obviously it's one that they don't care for as frequently, so there's a little bit overgrown grass. So I really wanted to incorporate that in as well. So I went ahead and put these little ground cover grass on there. I think it's from Island Living. And of course, trucks are all over Farmlands, and they're usually run-down trucks. Occasionally you'll see a nice newer truck, but usually it's one that they've had like the 1980s, and they just upkeep it really well. And then you see I put the windmills on here as well. And in between these planter boxes that your Sims can use, I decided to add the decoration ones. You could replace them either all with usable or all with decorated, doesn't matter. I just thought it was a nice touch. And then I also went ahead and added sort of a hidden loft area here in the barn. I did have to change the roof a little bit, but not a big deal, and you can get up to it via a ladder. So if you decide to download this build, unfortunately a toddler cannot go upstairs, but any other age group can. I figured it would be a child or a teens area. And I do add a bedroom and a bathroom in sort of an open style hallway that you can put a desk or bookshelf in. I did not decorate the interior of this barn though. It is just the floor plan and the walls and flooring and lights, so if you download it, it is one you could decorate, and if you do decorate it, please tag me in Instagram or Twitter. I would love to see what you guys do. I will not be decorating this one on camera. Like I said, it is for one of my gameplays, and it's something that I'm going to just have them live off the land they have. sort of rags to riches, not really, but it's just going to be for me in my downtime. But I figured I would share this build with you all at least, and the land, because the land is sort of the coolest part of this build. A lot of debug items, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe, like, comment, all that fun stuff, and I will see you all next time.